What is up, my lovely people in Blue Tablet land? So for today's video, guys, I'm going to be drawing y'all a creature that goes by the name of Demogorgon, which is part of the Stranger Things series. So if that's something you guys are interested in, stick around and let's get started. So this character is definitely one of the characters that I had no intentions of drawing. And the reason being is because I didn't know what this character was called. And when I was going through my Halloween list, I kind of asked my wife, I was like, maybe I should kind of update this list, what I have, and kind of change it up for something. So that's when she suggested the Demogorgon. And she was like, and I was like, what is that? And she's like, it's a creature from the shows called Stranger Things. And I was like, I've never heard of it. And she's like, you've never heard of it? And I'm like, no, I have not. And she's like, how is it possible? She's like, you like horror things and all that. And I was like, I do like horror things, but I'm not really into the show kind of things. I kind of like the movies and that kind of stuff. So I kind of did a quick Google search and I was like, ooh, this is one creepy looking creature. I mean, to think that it's got almost like a flower headed, well, not flower headed, but a head that's shaped like a flower. But it's one of those killer looking flowers. It's got like these sharp razor teeth in the center. And then it's got these small little spiky teeth all around what I call the petals as part of its head. But, when I talk about these shows, I don't really watch a whole lot of them. And I'm pretty much into the whole usual movies, that have, like it's a storyline. And I like drawing characters that I've actually seen. But I'm kind of excited that I decided to draw this and kind of draw it for you guys. And I think the other reason behind this is because my wife was like, this is a show that's going to be coming out on Netflix or the new season, I guess. So I'm pretty sure people will want to draw it. So that's one of the other reasons why I chose to draw this for you guys today. This creature actually kind of reminds me of the characters that they show in the movie called, I believe it's called Silent Hill. And, they have these really disfigured, dismembered kind of creatures. And I don't know if I got the name of the movie right, but there is this one creature that has a body, but the whole upper part of the body kind of almost looks like a leather kind of a bag. And it's got like these legs coming out of it. And it just makes you think what type of mindset must be the designers have, or to come up with these nice cool looking but creepy looking drawings. And that's what I like so much about character design. And I was drawing these small little teeth that it has. So yeah, I think that really ties into the whole story part of it. Yeah, so far. And oops. And yeah, I remember now what happened at this point. I was recording and, well, I thought I was recording, and when I went to stop the camera, I was like, why did it already stop? And I was like, oh man, I said, I guess I only have the flower that's drawn in this part. But anyway, now on to the coloring. As you can see, I've already selected the pink for the flower, some creamish color for the teeth, and then a gray for the actual body. Now for the actual shading over here, I planned on actually doing 2 layers of shading, but then I was like, just to keep the video a little short now, because it's not going to make any sense at this point, because you see me drawing a flower and then suddenly boom, just goes to the coloring. So I was like, man, that's the kind of things you kind of encounter when you're making a video. And the goal is, hopefully, as time progresses, I kind of want to have a setup where I can actually see what the camera is recording or my phone's recording. So in the event that it does stop, I can actually pick up from where I left off, or maybe backtrack the video a little bit. But with how it's set up now is the camera kind of faces from my left side onto the actual uh, display screen. So I kind of always have to look up at the camera to make sure, or my phone side rather, and make sure that it's recording. And for some reason, I just got carried away when I was drawing, and I was like, man, the one cool creature that I decide to draw, and that's when my phone decides to crap out and stop on me. But anyway, enough of that rambling along. So for the shading over here, as I said, I just chose to use one option of the opacity at 30%. And you can pretty much try anything that you guys like. If you want to try it at 40 and then go to 50 for the darkness, by all means. And just have fun with the creature that you are drawing. And here we finally have the wonderful highlights. So I figured, since this creature's whole flower looking head is gonna have teeth and gums, I can only imagine that's gums, it would have to look salivary and wettish in nature. So that's why I kind of made these highlights all over it. It's almost like as if you were looking at your tongue and you had the light shining on it. I guess this is what it would look like. Maybe like the shadow obviously to the sides, because there's no light hitting that part. But for the most part, yeah, I definitely had fun drawing this character. And this is, as I said, just like the Wednesday character, I've kind of known about it, but just never knew what the actual names were, And I was like, man, these characters look cool. And then it kind of slips out of your mind until somebody says something or describes what the character is. But all in all, I think he's coming along really nice. And I think the part that intrigues me is the fact of his name, which is called Demon. I still can't get the name. Demogorgon. I don't think I'm ever going to get his name until I actually see the name. But anyway, guys, let's go ahead and wrap this video up. I'd like to say a special thanks to all of my followers and the new people that logged on. And I will see you guys in the next video. Take care of yourselves. Bye for now.